Welcome back to Beyond the Beyond, or Beyond Revisited.
And Jova is still dying.
Don't worry. Well,
the fact that we're playing Beyond Two Souls isn't helping either.
Well, hey. Look at it like this, Shuri. At least I'm better than when I was old Jova, and
Okay,
and when I was really sick Jova for during Star Trek: The Motion Picture, when I was literally commentating in bed.
Sorry, Jova.
However, I've got a cough, and Pedro's got a headache, and Dwibs is all right.
Sorry, Pedro.
Okay, Dwibs. So now, guess what? She's recruited by the CIA.
Oh God! Trust me, Dwibs.
Because
in
she
hindsight,
has
this scene. Yeah, trust me, Dwibs. In hindsight, this scene is gonna be pretty stupid when we saw
He
Ryan,
died?
what the hell happened to you, Ryan?
He died.
What the hell? Okay. Let's just ignore that then. Okay.
So might as well bring up some.
Basically, Dwibs. Apparently now, CIA training equals military training. Jova, you want to take it since you were the one who did this original rant in the first playthrough?
Yeah, looking back on this, you might have to do some special training for the CIA, but honestly, the CIA is more like, well, I'll tell you exactly what the CIA stands for.
Jody, are you alright?
Yeah.
The game will not move on until I move my right analog stick up, so basically the game's waiting for me.
Anywho, basically the CIA is the Central Intelligence Agency. It's a civilian foreign intelligence service.
Hey, Drew.
Basically, it's about gathering.
Hold on, what is it, Dwibs?
Wait, people frozen and while the camera moves around. Who do you think you are, Mark Webb?
What are you doing, dude?
I can just move.
Are you okay?
Basically, everybody's moving in slow.
Are we just gonna keep this up for as long as we so choose?
Basically, decided to go. Okay, let's see where this cycle is going. Where this motions
is he trying to swim?
Okay. When you're actually playing this normally, he's supposed to be, flipping his arms as a, way to, part of the training and shit, or,
But here it looks like he's just.
So, shall I actually get to explaining what's up with this?
Go ahead.
Basically, the CIA is, an intelligence agency, sort of like a secret service of sorts. Sort of like the FBI, except they don't have, criminal authority for the most part. The thing is, they're treating it like the CIA is like the Rambos of the group, the all-out war action stuff. And no, that's more so the military, the Navy, the Air Force. I mean, but CIA? No, you should be doing stuff like written tests, or
Well, she is going to do written tests later.
More for. Well, yeah. I know that, but I mean, you don't get into the whole action thing. I mean, maybe for some cases, but they're gonna go straight up military with this stuff, especially on some of these supposed secret assignments they go on.
There you go. There's the actual cycle right there. Pay attention at the right.
All right.
You don't see him at this point. But basically, you could see him actually. It actually doesn't look awkward if you're watching it in regular motion.
Left, right.
For military training, this looks kind of tame. I did this kind of thing back in PE when I was at school. I mean, this is not that hard.
This kind of thing seems like what you'd get children to do in boot camps.
That's it, Holmes. Come on. Haven't got all day.
They're trying to make it so intense.
Yeah, that guy is definitely no Lee Hermie. In fact, I kind of wish Lee Hermie was here.
Oh, now we get to QTEs.
Yes, but I don't. When the action is, the game is basically trying to teach me, but I don't really care. So I'm just gonna. Okay, actually, never mind. I'm gonna stick for the the tutorial for this part actually. There you go, Dwibs. The game flat out tells me where I'm supposed to click.
I thought David Cage was meant for this game for mature people, not toddlers.
You'd expect this kind of thing for a very early tutorial stage.
Allow me. Apparently the reason he makes his games incredibly easy is so that anybody, he claims that he wants to make games that anybody, even old people, can play his games and experience the story.
Why would you want to play this?
Oh, actually, Shuri, we know the reason. It's time to bring up that infamous DICE panel speech of his. The most famous thing being where he says that game overs in story-driven games are a failure of the game developer. Saying that, hey, if a player suffers a game...
player for not doing their shit right.
Yeah. Now, granted, I didn't specify last time, but yes, audience, okay, he technically said it's for story-driven games, but even still, I say bollocks to that, because Ace Attorney says, when I get a...
Okay.
Of existence.
Yes. Okay, allow me.
Yeah,
Dwebs were around as a guest in the mission chapter for the first playthrough, and he brought up an interesting thing. Now he's gonna see. You see, Shiroi. I actually didn't bring it up in the first playthrough, so but I might as well bring it up right now. Remember the mission chapter? We're in Somalia, and basically we're trying to stop a war, and we even have a child soldier assistant and shit. Remember that part, Jiri?
Oh,
Yes.
by the way, Pedro, I have to point this out now. Hey, Dwebs, you notice how Jody's able to, slide on the floor, crouch, and do takedowns?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, what other game do we know where you can do stuff like counters, takedowns, massive criminal takedowns?
Every third-person shooter ever?
No, the Arkham games.
That too, yeah.
What are you gonna say, Pedro? Somalia?
Somalia. Remember, Dwebs, that part where we have the child soldier and shit? Okay. Basically, Shiroi, that entire chapter is basically a shitty rip-off of Metal Gear, one of the big chapters of Metal Gear Solid 4.
Oh.
Didn't you already point that out, actually? Wait, no.
Well, actually, no. Dwebs was the one who pointed it out. I forgot to point it out, but then Dwebs was all like, and I'm quoting here: "Is David Cage trying to be Hideo Kojima?"
Also, we randomly kill someone in a bit and we get away with it.
Hey, look! Anybody recognize Jovas? Okay, Jovas, and this is supposed to take place in America. Do you recognize this at all?
Oh my God, Pedro! I just realized something. This is the exact same city. Hey Pedro, you remember the later chapter where Jody escapes from a hospital?
Yeah.
That's the exact same city. I remember those buildings.
Or Jova, they needed a town for that part, and they shamelessly reused the same assets.
Ah, yes. Revealing how lazy they are. Okay, look. I can get reusing certain assets. You're sometimes gonna have to do that, but that's literally the same city. It's like,
to be fair, Jova, if we play the game normally, we don't even notice that kind of stuff. So
I know, Pedro, I know. But remember, that's what this specific playthrough is for. Yeah. And okay. Look, it's like, well, here's the thing. David Cage is so much about story stuff. I mean, granted, I sort of had my suspicions in the first place, but this stuff really confirms it. Now, okay, audience, I'll just specify this right now. Stuff that we normally wouldn't see in there, that's what our normal playthrough is for. But this is the version where we get to look at him reusing the assets, so, might as well draw theories off of it anyway. So I just have this to say, though. So yeah, technically story-wise, Jody at some point came back to the exact same city where she was...
Whoa!
Studying that test.
Was there a radioactive explosion in here? The lighting is...
Apparently.
I love how the game is going.
Yeah,
continue to press X. Whatever.
But yeah, basically to sum that up, so yeah, Jody just comes back to old places where people would of course expect her to come. Story-wise, going off of this version.
Mm-hmm. Well, again, Jova, story-wise, the PS4 version is the exact same thing. The only difference is that they changed the order of the chapters.
If Jody's arms are moving to the left of the screen, push the right stick to the left.
Remember, Pedro, I'm just talking about this hacked version that we're playing. And besides, we'll make a little fun theory off of it, that sort of stuff.
Sure.
Jody, are you gonna move?
Nope, I just seem content to just stand around here.
I love when that guy is all like immobile.
Anytime, I literally cannot move unless you move.
And the other guy has also become a statue.
Wait, the bald guy. I wonder if that's
actually David
lighting.
Cage.
Yeah, that bald guy, just.
Yeah?
I wonder if he was actually David Cage with a cameo or something.
Well, I don't think he actually have a cameo in this game. He did have a cameo in his previous games, but I don't think he had it in this one.
Wait, when did David Cage have a cameo in Heavy Rain?
He was actually, okay, technically it's not a cameo, but he did, lead in for the other actors when it comes to rehearsal, so he was actually playing out some of the parts. I'm just thinking of the behind the scenes stuff, so...
Wow, no wonder the acting was so awkward.
And of course, in Indigo Prophecy, he was a tutorial character. And now it's basically the exact same part, except with Rain.
Basically, that thing of a montage.
Hey, dude, bring out your...
Okay, it shows that... Oh, whoa, she sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, bring out your best Lee Army impression.
Ow.
You call that running and ducking? Get your ass moving, Private! Don't give me that look! Get moving now!
Wow, the camera shot on her
Quickly!
rear.
The fucking wall will be there by the time we get there, won't it, Private Pile?
Basically, sure, here's one of the most amazing lines in Full Metal Jacket from Kubrick.
The fucking wall will be over by the time we get out there, won't it, Private Pile?
How tall are you, Private? And then he says his height and he's like, bullshit, I didn't think that they stack shit that high.
Didn't RPM improvise most of that dialogue?
Yeah, Lee Harmy's improvised dialogue with that.
You know, a normal human being would just climb up those things individually and not try to use two at a time.
I guess they're thinking outside the box with
But
this one.
Shiroi, don't you see strong female character and shit?
No, she's a female character.
Oh,
What
goody, this
Studio
part.
Ghibli has is strong female characters.
Okay, Dwibs, are you ready to see one of the real things that breaks the story in half?
I will, however, give one thing to Jodie, actually. I do think, even though I don't think she's the strong female character that David Cage wants to make of her, she's still not, like, among the worst for me, because at the very least, she still fulfills one of the main requirements I usually have with a strong female character. Because usually when it comes to strong female characters, some writers like to basically just write women as they were men, and that's it. There's your strong female character. And it just comes across as lazy to me.
Whereas Jodie is still a girl.
Whereas Jodie, yes, she's technically, beating the crap out of people, but she still retains her femininity. She still does girl things. I mean, just because you're making
she doesn't cut her. Well, yeah.
Just because you're making a strong female character, that doesn't mean you should take away all the femininity out of her. That's different. I mean, it's kind of like with Meryl in Metal Gear Solid 4, one thing that I like. I mean, when she ends up getting married, and she actually said that as a little girl, she's always wanted to marry in a church. Yes, true, she's a badass soldier, but that doesn't mean she cannot still dream with a good fancy marriage. I mean, come on, multi-layered people. That's all I ask for.
We've got an MSG-1. You can use that against Sniper Wolf. Hurry up and save Meryl.
I'm not home right now. Please leave a message after the beep. Beep.
Get behind the scenes.
And at that moment,
the nefarious JE Corporation lines his already bloated coffers with profits from worthless products as JE swallows another innocent.
What, you actually memorized it? Great, brilliant.
The FBI dispatches an emergency task force to put a stop to the menace. That's actually my favourite one.
Yeah. One that I love that's just so out of place is the plant one. An anemone or clematis plant juice can cause a rash. When pruning them, it's a good idea to wear gloves.
You know what? The next
Okay.
You know the next game Kojima could one game Kojima could make now that he's independent.
Yeah.
I wish he actually made a game about the JE Corporation.
Oh yeah, totally. It would still be more interesting than this one.
Or
I can see it now. I can see it now. They actually get the guy who voices him in English to do the narration.
Sorry, you were saying something?
Or he could compete with Konami and just make a line of pachinkos.
That.
The nefarious JE Corporation lines its already bloated coffers with profits from worthless products.
Basically, I think this is the part where I actually show off Otter's. Whoa, he jump cut like 10 feet to the right. Okay, so basically, basically, I think this is the part where I show off outer space. Yes, it is. I think it is actually.
Okay, I'm back now.
Oh, you're just in time, Joe. Let's go to space, shall we?
3, 2, 1.
A bit of a delayed liftoff.
I know. It's just that I don't remember the exact time where I actually do it because it's been a while.
Before we do it, I might as well point out. I take it that you showed off the part where Aiden heals Jodie.
I did.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, basically,
Let me
Dweebs,
guess. Let me guess. He does that at no point in the rest of the game.
Actually, he does, but
Actually,
He's,
Dweebs,
he's
he does. That's
extremely
what the...
helpful, actually.
Does he heal
that's what.
anyone else?
Actually, I see
I'll
where
just put
Joe
it
was
like
going.
this. Oh, hold on, Pedro. Hold on, Pedro. Let me explain. Basically, Dweebs, I
We're in
didn't...
space.
Oh my god, we really are in space.
Dun, dun,
This is actually one better than
dun,
6, because that didn't have stars in it.
Go ahead, Joe.
Hold
What
on.
is it?
Basically, Dweebs, no matter what happens to Jody, Aiden can heal her pretty much.
Yeah. So basically, there's no tension. Like anything happens, you can know that Aiden can always save her. So what tension is there?
If I
And
recall,
yes,
there's
fans,
one
and yes,
scene
fans,
where-
and yes, fans. I know that there are parts where Jody gets hurt, but yeah, about that, we have no explanation why Aiden isn't there. It's like the only times when Jody's in trouble is when the writer decides, hey, let's have Aiden not help her all of a sudden.
Yeah.
I think there's one scene later on where she jumps from a train and Aiden creates like a bubble around her.
But Jova, don't you see? David wants us to feel the emotions.
Oh my god.
Yes.
And yeah, look at this. This is literally Arkham City with the crowd sneaking up on the guards and whatnot, the takedowns. The only thing different is Aiden, and even still, you can't. Yeah, look at that takedown.
When it comes to
Okay. Technically, other third-person games have done this, but this one is so bizarrely similar. And let's think in retrospect. This came out in 2013, around the time of like Arkham Origins. So,
well, when it comes to personally for me, usually I associate it more with Metal Gear Solid, since Metal Gear Solid 1 was the first one to use this kind of cover mechanics with takedowns and stuff like that.
And I think this is the guy.
now that you mention it,
Can I raise a
Yeah,
complaint?
yes, it is.
Go
Can I
ahead.
raise a
In
complaint?
fact,
Go ahead.
oh god, this. Go ahead, Troy.
Sorry, can I raise a complaint first?
And I was going to say this
No,
moment
hold on,
right
hold on.
here.
This thing's going on screen now.
Don't worry, Dwebs, hold off on that.
She kills him.
Yeah.
During
She
training.
killed him during a fucking training, Dwebs. What's your take on
Yep.
that?
If I...
Basically,
Yes, go
dudes,
ahead.
whenever it's red around the guards, it means that you can kill them.
I find your lack of faith
Shouldn't she
disturbing.
be shouldn't she be like put in front of a thingy or something, a court martial?
David Cage wills it. Dwebs. Anyway,
Dibs, it's the corrupt CIA that wants to have their wonderful weapon of a girl.
Anyway, I was just gonna say,
what is it, Dwebs?
this.
Oh, okay. Now that is...
Hold on,
Arkham
Joe, let
City.
Dwebs speak. What is it, Dwebs?
I gotta say, Lorne Balfe here isn't really helping.
You don't like this
What?
particular... Yeah, this particular track is definitely not one of the best, definitely. I actually really like the score of this game, but yeah, this is definitely one of the weaker ones.
Yeah.
Wait, that guy just popped. That soldier just popped in.
I know, that's because I'm using the free camera. Basically, that's actually Adam possessing that guy. Whoa! Wait! Sit still, dude! Like, the hell?
That
Guess being possessed by ghosts really gives you that extra edge. Ah, yes, those two.
And Ryan froze. Okay.
I can't move.
Okay, Dwebs. Okay, Dwebs. I want to, before we end this part, allow me to say something. We just did a chapter where she joins the CIA, right?
But she killed someone.
Yeah. So logically, the next chapter is her running away from the CIA.
Or hell, actually her being put in front of court.
Actually, no, that's not the thing.
Trust me,
That's never gonna
Dwebs.
happen.
You'll see what we mean.
Yeah, yeah. Well, remember, Jova, he was around for the mission chapter. He knows. So anyway,
No, Pedro. He wasn't around during, the scene that comes after this is what I made.
true. Okay, I'm ready to stop the part. See you, Rody.
See ya.
So yeah.